Hey guys, my name is Todd or Obscurity and I'm the recent winner of the Digimon Oceanic Regional EVO Cup, and I'm just here to give you guys a rundown of the deck I was playing, how I used it, and also to go through some of the common matchups and how I play them. Anyway, let's jump right into the deck breakdown. I'll go right into the babies here. It's a very simple choice. We're running 1 BT2 Gigamon and then 4 Starter Deck 1 Koromons. For red babies, there's not a lot of great options, so I've just gone for these guys for the DP increase of 1000. Alternative measures, you can run BT5 Koromon for the draw engine. I just don't find it as useful. I much rather just have the DP increase and move on. But anyway, we'll move forward to our rookies, running 2 copies of Monodramon from BT1. Very simple, 2 to hard play, great card to get out there. As this is a deck that stays in breeding quite often, you do just want something that you can kind of just get out, start cycling cards on top of, and even create threats if needed. So that's the place of Monodramon. We run 4 copies of Argamon. This card is basically the card you always want in your big stacks because it has a great inheritance of 1000 DP. Otherwise it's a 2k swinger for free cost. Nothing else is great about it. And then onto our searches, we're running 4 copies of BT5 Argamon and 3 copies of BT5 Shoutmon. Very simple, we got a good split here, 4-3. Reason being is Shoutmon's pulling 5 cards, 1 with Shoutmon's name and then 1 Blitz. That can pull pretty much half the deck anyway, so I only ran 3 of those because it's really just there to find some key pieces if you really need them. I run 4 Argamons really because Omnimon is a much more important piece of the deck, and we really need to get it out. And this one only reveals top 3, so you need to run an extra one just to kind of cut the difference there. Moving forward onto our champions though, we are running 3 copies of BT5 Greymon. Another great part of having so many Argamons is we can run this card quite easily. It evolves on the Argamon for only 1 instead of 2, making a great stepping stone into some more stronger Digimon. And then it gives your Omnimon and your Greymons 2000 plus DP, mainly including your Z Greymon and your Omnimon to win the game. We run 3 Monochromons from BT5. This is very much just simply a 1-2 evolve chump blocker, but it has some other aspects to it. Your opponent leaves you on 2, you go to Monodramon to Monochromon, just kind of gives you some more leeway of stuff to play, and that's really it for this card. We run 2 Starter Deck 1 Greymons. This card is very key to your 1-turn kill. Give him +1 security check, 2 to evolve, amazing card. I would run 4, but I'm unable to find any more Gaia Red decks, so I'm only running 2. And as an alternative, I run 2 BT1 Greymons. This card is just kind of there as a replacement, gives +2000 DP to absolutely anything on top of it, and it's only for the hard play, which is nice in those situations where you don't have a rookie. Moving forward to our ultimates, we are running 2 Groundramons, another card that's great at the hard play because it is only 5 to hard play, which really creates a threat to a lot of your opponents because you're so close to having your level 6 or 7 out. But it's also 2 to Digivolve, meaning you can kind of get away with being memory screwed a little bit better. We run 3 copies of Voltramon and also 3 copies of Omni Shoutmon. This card's pretty great. So Omni Shoutmon can go into Shoutmon for only 4, which is awesome. Alternatively though, it's there to give your Shoutmon an extra swing because it gives +1 security if you can't Blitz. It also gives your Shoutmon another card to delete with under 5000 DP due to its secondary effect, which we'll go over in a second. The Voltramon, on the other hand, is really there for your Omnimon, so it's going to give your Shoutmon and Omnimon an extra swing, but also it's just an amazing card, builds towards the 1-turn kill, which I'll go over in a second. For our Megas, we're running 4 copies of the best boy himself, Shoutmon-DX. This card has everything under the sun, a million texts to read, but very simply, you evolve into it, you can attack immediately, and you can place something under its source. This can be any red card from hand, including a Voltramon, Greymon, Shoutmon, whatever you need to kind of make the perfect sources. But on top of that as well, for every Z Greymon and Omni Shoutmon in your source, you can delete a Digimon with 5k DP or less. Another cool aspect is that it's normally 4 to Digivolve, but if you have a level 6 down, you can Digivolve on top of the level 6 for only 2. It's a great card. And onto our lava level 6, we run, obviously, 4 Z Greymons. This card's not great by itself, but its inheritance is awesome. When this Digimon has Blitz, it can attack any unsuspended Digimon, meaning going from Shoutmon, putting a Z underneath, you can swing into whatever and delete a level 5000 DP or less, which is amazing. Moving forward to the star of the show, really, of the OTK deck, we are running 3 copies of Omnimon from BT1. This card's got 2 amazing effects. So first of all is you choose a Digimon on your opponent's field, delete every card with the same name as that one. So pesky blockers that live past Shoutmon, die to this really easy. The secondary effect, which is the more important one, is that when you attack with this Digimon, you can bounce back a level 6 from its source to unsuspend. Meaning if you have +2 security check on it and 2 level 6s, you're going to swing for 9 checks, which is game. So it's amazing to hear that. It's how the OTK is built, and it's awesome to see it pop off. It's one of those cards that as soon as it gets going, it's just explosive. Moving on the cards to really support that, we obviously run 1 Tie and Mat, and then 3 Takamis. 3 Takamis are very vital to this deck. The extra draw power, and making your opponent lose 1 memory when attacking with a level 3, all very important. If you ever draw this card, you want it out as soon as possible because this card deck really needs draw power. The Tie and Mat can make your opponent play quite differently because they no longer want to push level 6s out, and it's also going to give your Omnimon an extra swing with security attack +1, which is very important when you don't have the right sources in place. To really make the combo pop off, you got Mega Digimon Fusion, which is going to let you go to Omnimon for free, which is amazing. It's going to give you basically your 1-turn kill. You have the right stack count, you go to Omnimon, you swing for game. And another card we run to support that is Delicate Plan. This card only really comes in effect when you know what's in your opponent's security or you have a rough idea. Decks where it don't really matter is yellow. As you know, they're not going to run anything that's going to kill you in security. But black, red, blue, even purple, you want to run this first because you don't want to hit a Ultimate Flare, you don't want to hit a Gaia Force, or even a Hammer Spark past the turn. Those are quickly really what I'm running in this deck. It's a very simple Omnimon 1-turn kill, but it's very effective as shown by winning the EVO Cup. But to go over some of the matchups and how to play them, I'll go for the 3 most common. So right now, really what you're going to run into is Security Control. You're going to run into Lord Nightmon and Rookie Rush. So starting from easiest to hardest, Security Control, as you might have seen by the deck already, but you can tell, super easy for this. You just build up your stack, you go to Omnimon, you play Delicate Plan, you swing for win. There's nothing they can do because obviously Delicate Plan is going to cut out their options out of security, and you're too strong to die to anything else in security. So that's super simple. Versing Rookie Rush, another deck that I think is really simple for this matchup. It's why I run the 3 Takamis as well, because it's going to make your opponent really regret swinging because they're going to have to start paying memory. But the other thing is, if you have an Omni Shoutmon and a Z Greymon, and you go to Shoutmon-DX, you're going to delete 2 Digimon and then swing into the third. And then they have a 12k body they've got to try to delete with no field. So that's going to be very important, is the fact that they don't have a field to delete. Use Spiral Masquerade, using Starmons. You can kind of just start swinging into security for free and deleting whatever else comes out, which makes the matchup super basic. And the third one, the more difficult one, is obviously Lord Nightmon. It's about a 50-50 matchup. It's whoever hits their core pieces first. The big thing that this deck has an advantage is because you don't really care what's on their board. You're just building and breeding and then pushing for win. You can kind of play around that, and they get very scared because if they push out their Lord Knight and you have a Shoutmon Zig in hand, you can kill that Lord Knight and really set them back, and then you can start playing from there and use the momentum. Also, the fact that they don't run anything in security that's scary besides Voldararm, you can really just start swinging willy-nilly and not really caring or waiting for Delicate Plan. But anyway, that's really the 3 matchups I ran into most on the EVO Cup, and that's really how I played against them. As you can see, the deck can work. It does brick quite often, as it is very top heavy. 3 level 7s, 8 level 6s, 8 level 5s, only 13 rookies, so it bricks very commonly. But if you can get past the bricking, if you can really pull off those plays and get that explosive combo going, there are some very easy matches to be had. But anyway, that's really my deck breakdown for you guys today. I'm actually going to put in the description a deck breakdown as well, if you guys want to just copy a link, use an image, whatever. Other than that though, if you have any feedback, comments, anything like that, please leave them below. I'll be happy to respond to them all, and I'll show you guys some more gameplay in the future when I can get some recordings done. But other than that, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of your day.